Hey guys, MomentaiJankGuyTCG bringing you one of the first decks I'm going to be uploading for the BT17 Digimon set. I think it's Infinite Crisis, I believe. But yeah, let's get started. So I'm really excited for this deck. It brings back an old mechanic that is. They have brought it back, but it's not nearly as good as when it first came out, when the game was like first starting. It's going to be an Argomon. So we are playing 5 Argomons. So this is the new Argomon. During the opponent's turn, while this Digimon has Argomon in its name, or it just is Argomon, it gains blocker. So, very cool. And this is the old Argomon, all the way back from BT2, literally a 15 set difference. During your turn, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your unsuspend phase, you get a memory. So, very straightforward, but this is just the better one now. This one is way too slow, but you need it for the name. And there are only 2 Argomon eggs now. Alright, so let's get started. On to the rookies. So we're only playing 2 Digimon that are rookie Digimon that are not Argomons. So we are playing 4 Ugumon. This is all we're playing, and the reason why is because the ratios for this deck are very different compared to like the generic like other decks. And so we all know what this Ugumon does. Is when this card, when one of your Digimon is moved from the breeding area to the battle area, you can look at you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Tamer card or 1 Digimon card, and then you bottom back the rest, and then you can hatch. So that's why we're running it. It's just you'll see why when I get to it. And then the other one we are running is just 2 Terriermon. So Terriermon is from the Double Typhoon starter deck, and its skill is. Once per turn, you may play 1 green Tamer card or 1 level 3 Digimon card with Llama, but there are no Llamas in the deck. And reduce the cost by 2. And the inherit's very nice too. When it's suspended, it gets an additional 1,000. So super, super nice. So these are the only non-Argomons we are running. So we are running, was the new Argomons. Well, old Argomons first. Just trying to get the line up straight. There we go. It's 4 Argomon. It's just a 2-cost 3K body. It's from BT2 as well. It's nice too because you can like choke them at 2, which is like the best part about this card. And you need it for the name. And then we have the new Argomon from BT17. So Evos for 1, but Evos for 0 on top of Argomon, which is all the eggs. So on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Argomon and 1 Rhythm, which is the Tamer. To your hand, and then you bottom like the rest, and the inherit is on deletion, get a memory. So those are all the rookies. So we were playing 4, 8, 12, 14 rookies. You could want, if you want to, you can take this out if you think the deck is more memory hungry. But playing it for like a few games today, I feel like it's not too memory hungry. But yeah, you can either or would both be really good. Next, on to the level 4s. We are only playing 8. Like I said, ratios are pretty wild. So we are running 4 of the old Argomon from BT2. And this is one of the older mechanics from Digisorption. So Digisorption 2, let's read what it does. That for anybody who is new to Digimon or has not played or know any cards from this set, welcome to the channel. So Digisorption 2. When one of your Digimon digivolves into this card from your hand, you may suspend 1 of your Digimon to reduce the cost by 2. So that's the reason why Digisorption, sorry about that, that was my dog. This is the reason why Digisorption is so strong, because you can suspend any body to evil on top of it for free. The only downside is that it's rested, but like let's say you have 2 bodies, you suspend this, and then you evil into a 4 for free, essentially, just drawing a free card. So it's super, super nice. And we're running it because of the name, and also it helps you get the benefits with the Rhythm Tamer. Next, we are playing Argomon from this current set. Evils for 2 on top of Argomon, so you never have to evil for 3 unless it's the Terriermon, which shouldn't really happen too much because you're not really going to put that into raising too much unless you have to. So when Digivolving, if you don't have a Rhythm, you may play 1 Rhythm from your hand without paying the cost, which is really, really nice because the Tamer is a 4 cost. And on deletion, just like the level 3 Argomon, you get a memory. And now on to the 5s. We are only playing 5 5s. So we are playing 4 of the new Argomon. This card essentially has Digisorption in a sense, but there needs to be Tamers on the field. So, Digivolves for 4 on top of Argomon. When this card would Digivolve, would be Digivolved into, by suspending up to 5 Tamers, reduce the Digievolution cost by 1 for each Tamer this effect suspended. So before you suspend, you literally just say, suspend 2 of your Tamers, I'm going to suspend 2 of my Tamers, reduce the Digievolution cost by 4, which is really cool. And during the opponent's turn, none of your opponent's Tamers can unsuspend, so that's very nice. And then on deletion, if you have 4 more Argomon in your trash, you may play 1 level 6 Argomon from your hand without paying the cost, so it's super, super strong. And on deletion, if you have 4 more Argomon in your trash, you may, oh yeah, I think I already said that, yeah. You can play 1 level 6, and then the one attacking is, by suspending one of your rhythm, you can unsuspend it. You can swing twice, which is nice. And now we're playing the most broken card. This is why Blossomon and this Argomon are at 1, but this one is at 1 for a different reason. So this is also from BT2. So Digisorption for 3, just like the level 4, you can go into a 5 for free. So when attacking, you can play 1 level 3 green Digimon card from your hand suspended without paying the cost. And the reason why it's at 1 is because it's not once per turn. They could have just rerouted it and been like, oh, it's a hard once per turn. But the fact that you get to go into a 5 for free and not have to worry about like losing memory and passing turn is why it's at 1. Same with Blossomon. Blossomon took a little while longer to be put to 1, but because of those 2 cards, I believe the game is never going to get a Digisorption, a free Digisorption 3 for a 3 cost. Because they did make a Digisorption 3, but it evos for 4, so you're still paying 1 of 2 evo. And so we're only paying 5 level 4s, level 5s. So that is why the Ukos are pretty important, because you're trying to find those pieces, because you're trying to cycle through the deck as much as you can. So now we're going to get next to the Argomons. We were playing 4 of the new level 6 Argomon, because I can't just say Argomon because everything's Argomon. So note this alt art is insane. If you've seen Evangelion, this is super vibes. So Digivolves for 4 on top of Argomon. So on play, when they on play, because they can be played from the level 5, which is insane. You may place up to 4 level 5 or lower Argomon from your trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. So what that means is you are allowed to pick up an entire line. You can pick the egg, a 3, a 4, and a 5. And you can, it basically gives you back your entire stack, which is pretty insane. Because it doesn't say it cannot be an egg, it just says pick 4 Argomon that are level 5 and lower, and eggs do have levels, and it doesn't say Digimon, it just says Argomon, so it's super crazy. And so this is the only part I don't really understand too well, because it's worded very, very weirdly. So then delete up to 4 levels total worth of your opponent's Digimon. For every 2 Argomon and this Digimon and Digivolution cards, add 1 to this level's effects maximum. So what I've been doing is like, oh, if I have 2 sources, I can delete a 5. If I have 4, I can delete a 6. But I think what it means is, like, let's say you have 8 for some reason, somehow. Well, I mean, it's not impossible. So let's say they have a level 4 and a level 3. You can delete both of those because that's total maximum. So that's 7 max. So it's a very nice card. It's a 13k body. And all turns, he gets 1,000 power DP for every 2 Argomon in the sources, which is very nice. And opponent's turn, none of your opponent's Tamers can unsuspend. So super, super strong. And then we are playing, I'm still trying it out, is 2 of the old Argomon, all the way back from BT5. So it has Digisorption 2, so it essentially evils for 2, but it's only an 11k body, so it's pretty weak. Reason why I'm running it is because when Digivolving, you can suspend all of your opponent's Tamers. And all turns, your opponent's Tamers don't unsuspend, so it just hard locks them. It's super, super strong. And one I was debating about running, I think it's also the BT2 one. It evils for 5, but has Digisorption 3, so evils for 2 essentially. It gets security plus 1 for each of your suspended Digimon, and it's a 12k body. So it's a funny little card, but I think this one is better, especially for this format with the hybrids coming back and coming back for next set. This card is just very, very strong. Now, we have the new high-end, so you can run Quartzmon, but I'm so happy that this card is finally good now. It's probably one of the best aces in the game. It's going to be 3 Paladin Mode, so Paladin Mode can evolve on top of green or blue. and the whole deck is green. Yeah, you guys are green purple. So, Paladin Mode, awesome card. I love this card. This guy's cool. I cope really hard with it. So, Blast Digivolve. On play when Digivolving, you trash all Digivolution cards off all of your opponent's Digimon. Then you can return all cards in your trash or their trash back to their deck to the bottom. And then if there was a level 7 white card in there, you get to gain 3 memories for like a little bonus effect. Basically, like it still does what the old Paladin mode did. And when attacking, this is why the card is very, very broken. So by returning one of your opponent's Digimon with null sources to the bottom of the deck, you unsuspend the Digimon. So it's not once per turn. So let's say you play this on a turn, and though this deck can't easily go to 6 memory and you keep turn with this, you could essentially just win. Let's say they have a full board or something. You go into this, you strip all the sources, and then you attack, you bottom deck, you unsuspend, and you just keep doing that until like he dies. And you hope he does that. And plus, he's also basically a bomb, so even if you don't draw it, he's a 16k body, which is super nice. He is over full 5. So very, very strong card. Now on to the Tamers. So we are running 4 of the new Tamer Rhythm. So it's a 4 cost. That's the literal only downside for it. So during your turn, when an effect suspends one of your Digimon, you may suspend this Tamer. And during your turn, when this Tamer becomes suspended, you gain a memory. Then, if you have an Argomon or a yellow Digimon with Argomon or Greymon in its name, you draw a card. That part doesn't matter. All that matters is that it says if you have an Argomon. So you can gain a memory and draw a card. So when you have multiple of these out, it's really great. And what's also nice too is like when you use Digisorption on the level 4s or the level 3 or level 5, you evo for free, and you basically get to evo for +1 memory because you gain a memory, which is nice. And then we were playing 1 Mimi because it's a green egg, and Mimi is just a very good card. If you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon, you can suspend her to hatch, or you can suspend her to promote, which is super, super nice. Now, on for the option cards, we are running 4 green memory boosts. I was debating about running trainings, but I think this one is just better, just for the fact that, like, you want a lot more memory, just because the level 6 evils for 4 instead of 3. And I just feel like it's better. Digging with two extra cards on top of 2 is very nice. And also, what's nice too is, like, let's say the opponent puts you to 1, and you have a Tamer in your hand. You can pop the Tamer, play, and put up a 1, which is super, super nice. 1 HPD, very good. It synergizes very well with the rhythms. You get to get free memory and draw cards. 2, Giant Missile, probably, I think, I want to say aside from Heaven's Judgment, this is probably the best option in the game. Is because it does 3 things. You suspend a Digimon, you stun a Digimon from unsuspending, and you bottom deck a Digimon, and it's just a very, very strong card. And then the last cards we are playing is 2 Death Claws. The Death Claws are meant for the level 5, because the level 5 on deletion is on both players' turns. So let's say they have a 4 and they have 2 bodies. You can play Death Claw, kill yours, kill theirs. On deletion, you play the level 6 Argomon. You place 4, you kill the bigger stack. So it's very, very nice. Another thing you can do is you could take out maybe a memory boost or switch out a Death Claw, go 1-on-1 for a Calling from Darkness. That way you can recycle your 5s essentially, because it's only 5 5s. But yeah, that is the whole deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time.